back. Hello.
Welcome back to the sauce.
Welcome back to the sauce. I'm trying to think. Depending on how long this goes, I might literally split this into two pods. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to the end of Turnabout for Tomorrow. I'm nervous and scared. The end. Yes. Like, this is it. Like, for realsies. We got it, probably, maybe.
Yes, the ending of the final case that we will be playing in Duel. Extremely loud buzzer noise.
Oh, hello. December... Sorry, the time signature threw me off. December 20th, District Court, courtroom number 4.
Yeah, we're just picking up right where we left off.
Right there.
Oh, come on, Internet, work with me here.
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
Well,
Mr. Justice,
well, I missed
explain
that.
Yourself. It's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Ms. Anita Sykes, might not be innocent.
What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled.
I'm not talking about the past here. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Terran.
But, Apollo, why would you...
Miss Sykes, please listen quietly.
Miss Sykes, go fuck yourself, dude. What in the world is Apollo trying...
Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time. But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago. Miss Blackwell, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do. Apollo! Sure. You know I'm all for the truth.
Now let's see you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial.
Very well. Is that all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. Mr. Justice is so hard to say. I'll have the police's investigation report brought immediately.
First time that Apollo and Edgeworth are interacting?
Yeah, well.
I think so. You too, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve.
Very well. But
You ate.
Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
As you wish. Sorry, I got a Discord ping. Make sure it wasn't important. Okay. As you wish. Let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Terran. It was made clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, this culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum, the killer attacked Mr. Terran with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. The murderer then escaped into the Space Museum. Next, Director Yuri Cosmos switched the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via boarding lounge 2. Therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Terran's true killer was. In other words, hold my hand.
Yay!
We must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day.
Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor. Better rearrange my evidence.
Shuffled and swapped. Apollo, give me your shit. Now then, Mr. Justice, your testimony, if you please. God. God. He's so fucking... I was expected to be normal about them? Like, was that... Did you... Is this, like, a surprise that I'm obsessed with them? It shouldn't be. It should not be. I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of... Yeah, I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Terry. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launchpad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder. Order in the court! Mr. Justice, you realize you are charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you? Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to.
But, Apollo, why? How could you suspect me too?
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Please.
Don't get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days to make you think this?
Press him.
Press everything.
I'm on it.
Press everything.
Hold it!
What first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes?
It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. When she saw the weapon that killed Mr. Terry, my bracelet reacted.
Cool. Would have been cool to see that scene.
Yeah, would have been good information to know. She said she'd never seen the knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. And then, every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case.
Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation.
This poor fuck. Jesus, I didn't know what to do or think. I couldn't sleep. In that condition, I knew I wouldn't be any good in court. So, I decided to wear an eye patch so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her health. Killing myself! Okay.
Yeah.
I'm using my
Yeah.
blood!
No, I gotta say, so I was literally thinking about this, and I was like, all of this, I would have loved to have seen a version where, like, Apollo is in the, like, segment of this, where, like, Athena is going through all this stuff, and, like, him basically being push it. But I think the fact that he's focused specifically on the Clay Terry case, like, it's, like, it would have been way too much to try to do that all together with him in the room. So, like, I understand on that, like, narrative level why they put it like that. And also this is...
I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's great.
This is 100% like why they start us off in the middle of the trial with everyone acting suspicious. That was why Apollo was acting so strange. And if we had known that he had suspected her from the beginning, it wouldn't have been a shock at the end of Case 4. But the reason Miss Sykes unconsciously reacted to the knife that way is she stabbed her mother's murderer, one identical to it 7 years ago.
Objection!
But that knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clay Terry. My bracelet could have also reacted.
Yep.
Don't fucking
I recognize that pose.
I recognize that pose.
Don't fucking do that. Hey.
Hey, what if I decide to be Christoph Gavin? What if I revert to the tactics of my original mentor? Because I am so lost about what I actually believe.
It gets worse.
How?
Just wait.
How in the
I
fuck?
love-
Just
And,
wait.
and people say that this game ignores Apollo.
Shit. I hate this. 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 Don't like it. My bracelet could have also reacted to her because she knew she was his killer too.
This is a point.
But my bracelet wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her. I'm gonna throw rocks! My growing suspicions were confirmed because
Hold it!
presented itself.
That's the lighter that was found in the Space Museum with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seems decisive, there must be other facts we don't know about it yet.
If that's so, go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it's true either. But Miss Sykes was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder.
But Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill Mr.
Objection!
Now he's doing the Mr. Justice.
7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It would be strange if she had some kind of connection. It wouldn't, actually. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to it. Besides, people sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright.
Jesus fucking Christ. I still can't believe this. How can you actually suspect Athena, Apollo?
That's so fucking mean! In addition, she's the only one who lost the launch pad.
Hold it!
Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright.
Why not?
Recall there's a security camera in boarding lounge 1 aimed at the launch pad door. It's the camera that captured Mr. Terran and Mr. Starbuck. But there's also another security camera in boarding lounge 2. It recorded Mr. Terran's killer, or rather, Miss Sykes, coming out of the Space Museum.
Camera in boarding lounge 2. First I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Athena said she had snuck into the Space Museum the night before the incident. And then was overcome and passed out until around noon the next day.
I was out until about noon the next day.
It
Yeah.
was in boarding lounge 2.
That must have been when the camera captured her. And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more. But wait a minute. In that case, it most likely recorded the true culprit. Wow.
Objection!
That's a negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Miss Sykes is the only one who appears.
What? Why?
Order! Order in the court!
Can't be. But if it is, it's incredibly incriminating.
Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads had been switched? A fact you previously proved turned on its ear, leaving your client high and dry.
Man, shut the fuck up. I'm doing my own shit.
I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright.
The fuck? Kicking me while I'm down? Come on.
That is
I
why
thought we were friends.
I thought you loved me.
Friends.
That is
I thought you
why
loved
I
me.
wished to- That's why I wish
It's
to
foreplay. It's a humiliation cake.
Believing in your client to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own coworker?
Not if she murdered my best friend. You're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer.
Ugh.
However, I don't care. This case is special to me. I don't know where that went.
Just
I don't know where that went.
sucker. Just a 1, 2, 3 punch.
Clay was my friend! And that is why I just have to know the truth. I'm gonna go look for that Joy-Con I just threw. I'll be right back. You two are in charge for a second.
Literally a 1, 2, 3 punch.
Fucking hate this!
For those following along at home, this is the good kind of hate. It is the ouch. You are making me feel things. Anyway, what did everyone have for dinner today?
I hate this! I hate this so much! I hate
Hate
this!
positive.
I am distraught!
Apollo suspected his trusted co-worker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own, but that led to more doubts. And this is so in character. After all the shit he went through with Apollo must have been really
Yes, but
struggling
it
with
should have
this.
been from his POV. Anyway, we'll get into it at the end.
Well, Apollo may have doubts, but I'll say it again. Athena Sykes isn't the murderer.
Then I have only one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. That's the line! Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my arguments? Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice. And your facts appear to be indisputable. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? Looks like not even you can deny it. Miss Sykes was the only one who used the only possible escape route.
Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant.
Unless... You think there was an alternative escape route? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright?
Is that what you think, Phoenix? Was there an alternative escape route?
Yes,
Looks like
I am!
Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone.
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone!
Yes, of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what.
You're just bluffing again, aren't you?
Me? Bluff? No way! He knows me too well.
It's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine. As long as you can clear up this doubt inside me.
Wait. So is that what this is all about?
I want to believe in Athena, I really do. But what is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really, fully trust her.
So that you can really trust me? It seems your junior partner has just showed us what trials are truly all about. That's what court is all about, Charlie Brown.
I believe you're right.
We prosecutors painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant.
While we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end.
This is like a Saturday morning special.
When both sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth.
Yeah, that's we've been doing this shit since like farewell my.
We got it.
Precisely. And when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust.
This is giving me too many ideas.
That is exactly what trials are about. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Me when Apollo Justice says, "Someday I'll know what law is." This is development for him.
Yes. I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside me. So, I decided I needed to face it head on.
Applied directly to the forehead.
No matter what the truth is that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid.
So like Apollo, always uber earnest about. Mr. Justice, I vow to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart.
Good. Because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again.
I really hope there was an alternative route, aren't you, Apollo? But if we use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. Director Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum. Which door could the culprit have escaped through?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Where do you think the culprit escaped to?
So there's really only one answer here.
So if it wasn't the fucking space room corridor, as we're just desperately trying to prove.
Well, we've been inside the Space Museum corridor, right?
Oh shit, you're right. Fuck, you're right. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There were leaves in there.
Take that!
They really only could have escaped to the corridor to the Space Museum. All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbuck's prince to get through the door.
Objection!
It appears that all you're trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, the only exit would have been into boarding lounge 2. The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killer is none other than the defendant.
I knew it. That's the only way it could be, huh? If the culprit escaped into the corridor that leads to the Space Museum, then I guess it's true. The only exit would have been into boarding lounge 2.
But Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the boarding lounge 2 security camera.
I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. But the only place the culprit could have escaped to was the Space Museum corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything.
So that leaves us with no other conclusions to draw but that Athena Sykes was the culprit.
What could the answer be? Was there really no other But hold on a second. What if...
Whee! Yeah, the thing we said? The thing we talked about?
Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route? I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into boarding lounge 2.
Oh?
Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum were switched out, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the which is exactly when an alternative escape route opened up for our culprit.
Are you kidding me?
Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious.
Why are you a man looking into my eyes?
Very well then, Mr. Wright, do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides boarding lounge 2?
Fucking anywhere if it was moving. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is it's just like outside.
Mm-hmm.
Just over here.
Well,
Well, no, it's probably like closer like to
Like
launch
there,
site.
probably.
yeah.
Take that!
We found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. This is all one day, keep in mind.
Yeah.
Namely, a few dead leaves on... Considering where dead leaves come from,
God.
they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped.
Yes, I remember. My mic's gonna fall. Yes, I remember seeing some leaves myself. Oh! Do you mean my mic is gonna fucking fall?
Yep, while the Space Museum was in motion, just beyond the corridor safety door. Was an alternative place that the culprit could use to escape. In other words, hold my hand.
Yeah.
The culprit's real escape route was The area outside the Space Center.
You're...
Fucking insane!
Objection!
Are you high?
rated M for mature.
Yeah, are you high?
Do you know how impossible that would be? That corridor is level with the 3rd floor. Even if the culprit tried to leap to the outside wall of the Space Center building, they would fall to their death!
Objection!
Ordinarily, yes. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item.
And what item was it exactly, Mr. Wright?
Alright, this is what the culprit used to leap to the outside wall of the main building.
The fucking, oh, the fucking,
Take that!
An emergency ladder!
There was an emergency ladder in the 4th floor robotics lab. And it was used that day after the explosions to evacuate people. Miss Blackwell herself used that ladder to escape down to ground level. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered.
wait!
The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched. And that's when the culprit literally sprang into action.
God, imagine if they fucking missed. Jesus.
And leapt onto the ladder.
What? Who would have imagined? Order in the court! Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged. Which means someone other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright? Your theory has so many holes it puts Swiss cheese to shame.
Fucking get his ass.
Alright then, name one.
I have here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during movement is a full 20 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
Running start.
20 feet? You're pulling my leg, right?
In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place, an unstable ladder.
Yeah, so we need someone with no fear, aka the Phantom of 7 years ago. Ooh.
Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations.
Suck my cock! I got it!
It's a basic survival instinct. An ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping.
There are only 2 people in the world who could survive that. Me and the Phantom from 7 years ago. Phoenix, shut up.
Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
Phantom!
The culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind.
Objection!
Phantom!
Nevertheless, why this?
Are you okay?
Yeah,
I-
you're very cutty and out.
There you are. You're back.
I
You're back.
don't-
You're good.
Okay. They could have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped to the boarding lounge too.
Objection!
I pay $100 for fucking internet, and this is what I did. So,
Because there was a security camera in boarding lounge. The culprit knew they would be recorded if they left the Space Museum now.
Objection!
in that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down, and then blended in with the other people after the museum was opened.
It's a good point.
But you claim that, despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap,
Yes.
and all in the brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each.
Yes.
That's also a good point.
They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump.
Good at math.
If they didn't jump far enough, it would have been an instant death.
Who cares? In this economy? That's incredible.
What kind of person would attempt something like that?
The fucking Phantom!
Stop bringing up good points, Edgeworth.
It's just someone in the gallery, like, screaming their head off.
This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination.
Why do you always have to point out every flaw? Looks like that's your job.
Mr. Edgeworth's right. That does sound pretty fucking insane. The culprit would have to be someone who feels no fear, like a stuntman.
Everyone feels fear on some level, right? Wait a minute.
There you go. There you go.
Aha! I've got it this time. I can prove there is someone who could have used this alternative.
Oh, gee golly, I wonder who.
How can you now?
Oh, do fucking tell.
Oh, fucking tell.
What's it gonna be?
Take that!
Oh, I cracked my neck really hard. What's that, Mr. Wright?
This is a certain person's very interesting psych profile. Man, take some ibuprofen. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do.
Go get ibuprofen.
I got it.
Okay.
In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear.
Doesn't feel fear?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right. You can't be serious.
Without the constraint of fear, you could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Just as you or I could do a broad jump onto the ground without slightest fear.
I will say, it's a very bad faith argument to have with a man who ran across a burning ring.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you've done some stupid shit in your day. This is a terrible argument.
This subject can make a 20-foot leap 50 feet up in the air. He could choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation.
So you're saying that to a person without fear, the alternative route would be quicker and eliminate the chance that they'd be spotted? That's definitely pretty extreme, Mr. Wright. But was there such a person there at the scene?
Yes. The Phantom, that mysterious shadowy figure who keeps popping up.
Oh dear.
Come on, internet. Fuck. The Phantom. Again.
This is the plot of Love Never Dies.
I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center.
Give me gun, Meg.
Give me the hurt and the pain and the gun, Meg!
But I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Terran as well. However, now it's all clear. The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Terran.
What?
What? Oh, the music's even proving me right. Order in the court! Order! I say, Mr. Wright, please continue!
There were just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. But why, you may ask? It can only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom.
So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay? But who is he?
This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the strings in the background. international spy be?
Right. This escape route must have been part of the Phantom's plan from the start. After tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. All this floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. After he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did.
Yes, I think you're right. It doesn't explain this one last thing. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's the most robot I've ever heard.
Like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. It was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be.
So you mean the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used?
That's right.
Who could it be? So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Hoo, hoo.
Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the... You've got to be kidding me.
I'm so fucking good at Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom is?
I'm so fucking good at Pro Skater too!
Yes, I do.
Who is it? Who killed Clay?
Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than...
Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you?
Mike Meekins, baby!
Mike Meekins, baby.
After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor...
Sorry, this 3D shot with like a fully rendered skyline, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot.
He had a very specific objective in mind.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
lowered
the
my
exact-
emergency ladder, like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Hat, cloak, white roses.
Roses. This one's cool.
His
This one's
objective
cool.
was to secure his own escape route.
This one's cool.
I will say, I love the sound.
It's good.
We
We lowered an emergency ladder from the window and escaped that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too, and headed to the shelter. This is the detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case.
Dick Gumshoe.
Emma Sky. He appears to be a very emotional man. Psych profile says he is without emotion.
Take that!
What are you saying?
You mean the Phantom is Detective Bobby Fulbright?
Exactly! We were all taken in by his fake persona. Baby. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom!
I'm so good at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2! Mr. Bright, how can this be?
That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. Our first clue was that he made no attempt to have any other... The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via the...
Verily. It was all part of his. I don't know why I fucking said that. It was all part of a plan. It was all part of his plan to create an escape route.
And
I
you
haven't
can't
said
say
anything
indeed
pretentious
every
in a
time.
while.
After Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab, he went to the lounge where he killed Clay Terran and escaped into the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time, got a running start, and just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leaped onto it.
I don't believe it. That addle-pated detective did all that.
Was it really him? I mean, all this time, I thought... Sorry, we didn't catch your name.
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in... And my catchphrase? It's in justice we trust.
God, we should have known you were weird from the start. You have a fucking catchphrase. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Then, his concern for Simon, was it also all just one big act?
I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society. So I can't just sit by and watch him give into his emotions and tear the defendant apart.
That's also why you were being such a bitch about this one. That monster killed Clay? She had me completely fooled! Come to think of it, he's the one who brought that bloodstained lighter to court, too! The scumbag even made me turn on Athena! Damn it, how the hell did I fall for all that?
For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well! Ugh.
You know that there's no one evil in the police department. Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright.
Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The court will take a short recess, and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand. Thank you, Apollo Justice, for being the only fucking person that curses in this game. I'm so happy.
I know, right? I know, right?
It was all leading to this.
So I do take it then that before your own ideas, you had no clue.
I didn't have enough of a clue to, like, confidently tell you. Like, it's the same way.
I feel like people are pretty good about not spoiling.
Yeah, it's like the same way I know, like, anything about I knew anything about the Trilogy games before playing the sequel Trilogy games before playing them, where it's like, I was in Ace Attorney Spaces, so I saw, like, some stuff, but it was completely out of context, and, like, I wouldn't have been able to tell you anything about, like, anything.
Yeah.
Unplugging. But yeah, like, I don't remember, like, seeing anything that would have, like, pointed me towards Fulbright, like, in a meta way.
Yeah.
It's literally just been, like, I'm just, like, either a single, like, foot ahead, or I'm, like, 20 yards ahead, and the game's not even gonna cover it for, like, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
No, but it was just the scar on the back of his hand, and because I remember I made a comment at some point about
does he have a
Fulbright.
scar?
Well,
I don't
no,
remember.
but that's where they mentioned that Bobby Fulbright or they mentioned that the Phantom, I should say, got stabbed in the back of the hand, and I remembered making a comment about one of Fulbright's sprites, like when he has his fist up. I'm like, is that the fucking, like, Christoph Gavin sprite with a fucking, like, scar on the back of his hand?
Oh, like the hand, like the devil in the hand.
Yeah. I just, like, forgot about it until then, and I was like, oh, Oh, you're just letting me say shit on this stream now, huh?
Mhm.
You're just letting me say shit. Oh, God.
All right.
December 20th, 5:13 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everything you did, I...
Don't thank me yet. We still have an uphill battle to fight.
You got it, boss. Oh, come on, internet. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. It just keeps lagging.
Mhm.
It'll do that. It's
But
fine.
like including y'all's voices too. So it's
Yeah.
definitely on my end. Apollo.
Well, this is awkward.
Athena, can you do me a favor?
Huh? What is it?
Could you punch me, please?
Oh, poor guy.
What? Why would I do that?
Because I should have believed in you. I let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I didn't trust. Ow!
Don't be such a dope! I was really touched by what you did.
Now what are you talking about? This is a really good sprite. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's great.
This is so like a vibe. Huh?
It's wet cat man.
That is a wet
Punch
cat,
Mr.
man.
Right. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, as soon as like,
As soon as you physically
If I-
assault
if
your
I-
immediate, like,
Yeah,
you're
please. as soon as you feel betrayed by
Boss.
someone in court, you punch them. That's what you do. As soon as someone stops as soon as you learn someone didn't believe in you, you get punched in the face. Huh? Now what are you talking about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is faith without doubt?
Gotta believe.
Gotta believe! That's why I want to question her guilt. So when it finally comes out, I really fully trust her.
You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. After all that, how could I punch a true friend like you, Apollo?
Just slap. You didn't have any trouble slapping him a second ago.
That's different. Thanks, Athena. And thanks for waking me up to reality again. And also in general, ow. Ow!
Guess I know now who to call if I ever get sleepy in court.
I'm still injured. I think that's probably Edgeworth.
No, that's
look-
that's. Well,
Yeah, it is.
oh, okay.
It looks like you have some promising young people working under you.
Edgeworth.
Girl, Jesus. They're all
Not
physically-
here, darling.
Your children are right here.
Yeah. I think they're pretty great myself, and they're not afraid to keep me in line.
Anyway, I have some very good news.
Our dinner reservation, totally planned, totally in. We absolutely got the nice little French place. Not Trebian, fuck that place. There's a new place that opened up.
Aura Blackwell has surrendered and the hostages have been set free.
I have good
Al
news. I put my
dentes?
fucking glasses back on. Al dentes, yes.
I can see now.
Lucy and all the others? Oh, thank goodness.
Miss Blackwell said she had something she really needed to do. So I granted her special permission to do what she must.
Wonder what it is. Miss Blackwell.
I didn't come to apologize, if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. But I did come because I had something to say to all of you.
That's Aura. She better not be here to complain about something. Women, am I right?
Miss Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault.
Yes, it's true the courts are filled with incompetent idiots. Still, I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me.
Oh, Miss Aura, does this mean you're starting to revert your character development?
No, of course not! Be quiet, hunk of junk! It's just... I wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Metis' killer down. Leave it to us. We'll get him.
So I guess that means she's starting to trust us, at least.
It's literally just me, Mr. Wright. Don't bring yourself into this. We have a special connection. In a very MLM WLW kind of way.
Yeah.
Aura.
Simon, I'm so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion. And it's all thanks to me and my robots. You'd better be grateful.
I never imagined you would go that far. Though you were always extreme. But I don't recall ever requesting your help.
As closed as ever, I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the slammer. I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You'd probably give me the death penalty.
You know me all too well.
I would have no qualms killing you when you stand. I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted, in their case.
I can fucking hear you.
But I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though, because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet.
No, don't get the death penalty. You're so sexy.
You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish.
Simon.
Every time.
I'm so glad, Simon. I'm so very glad to hear you say that.
Aura.
Alright, that's enough of that. Bailiff, take me to the detention center.
What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable. It's clear she did it out of love for her brother.
I still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom.
Dual Destinies is about love. Ace Attorney is about love. I can't believe he killed Clay!
Right. That's the wrong voice. Right. And murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena.
Wrong Q word, sorry.
Yeah,
And I can't.
yeah, there
believe
really is the Q word.
I can't believe that he's the man I've been fucking all these months.
This truly is toxic yaoi.
It truly is.
Chief
They say,
Prosecutor.
they say keep your friends close and enemies closer.
Yes. I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand. That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court.
I love that he's saying this shit. It's really
Pissing you
it's
on.
so funny.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Sir. The formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released.
Where's my edge quill yaoi?
Please, take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity.
Do you think it's Blackworth or Edgequill?
He's 28. If you're curious.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm here for it.
And uncover the truth by your own hand. I'm much obliged. Yes, yes, yes! Well, yeah, he's just Jack flirting with himself.
Yes, exactly. It's literally that is.
Look, that's what Asuriyu is. Why can't Edge Quill be the same?
The day to part with these has come at last.
Do it.
Such a cool part of my aesthetic. Too.
Chief Prosecutor, could you?
You know what? It's occurring to me that it's not impossible that oh no, I guess the wrists are turned. Damn it! I was gonna say it's not impossible that Ryunosuke's like wrist raise in Tagawa 2 is just like a recolored this. I forgot their wrists were at a different angle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, by the way, now that we know a lot more about Simon's character, I think I am allowed to say this. Those marks under his eyes. Oh, I'll wait for my internet to cooperate with me. Hold on. Come on.
We can still hear you.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Those marks under his eyes are permanently there because for the first few years in prison, he spent every night crying. And that is canonical.
Amazing.
I'm gonna burn a second. I can't burn a second. That's against the rules.
How long have I waited? Maybe it's the sense of freedom that even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy.
And not in a horny way this time.
I have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he.
That's autism.
I'm so glad that I won't cry just yet. After all, we've still got a trial to finish.
Close enough. Welcome back, Diego Armando.
It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise.
Prosecutor Blackquill. Mr. Wright. Please avenge Clay's death for me.
What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense's bench with me.
I am?
Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. That leaves you, Apollo.
But
It's you and me, baby. It's
are-
our dual destinies.
are you sure you want me? I've barely been in this game.
Yeah.
I took a leave of absence and everything.
Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got.
Great. Thanks for the vote of confidence once again, Mr. Wright. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Apollo.
Athena.
This really was Archaeokuten Saibon 5.
This really... Athena, I can say it with all my heart. I believe in your complete innocence. And now we're going to prove it to the world.
Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kuten.
Yeah.
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right?
Right, because I'm fine now.
Nope, keep that on, you fucker. I get it, character growth, but
Okay. Babe, I think you still need those bandages.
yeah, the wrist ones do have to stay on. Those were for bones. Those were for bones.
The fucking sound.
You just had a lot of leftover material.
This is the Apollo I know.
Welcome back, Apollo. It's almost time for the trial to restart, though it looks like you have things well in hand.
Yep.
I should head back to the prosecutor's office.
I had to shed my skin.
But why? I want to look into a few things. Namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robot, and Detective Fulbright's background.
Sounds great, Edgeworth. Thanks.
I expect to be repaid with head, right? Now, if you'll excuse me.
I was like, I don't know what you're about to say, but it's not about your victory.
All right. You two all set to go?
I expect to be repaid with victory sex, right? Now, if you'll excuse me. You bet I am.
Let's do this.
This is it. The final battle. Nerve Apollo's friend. Courtroom findings. The case that ushered in the dark age of the law 7 years ago. Destiny has called us to bring the one responsible for it all to justice today.
What kind of destiny, Mr. Wright?
I'm gonna be so real. I have absolutely no fucking clue why this game is called Dual Destinies.
I guess. It's all that it all goes to the one. It just all goes to the one. Like,
if anything,
guess-
if anything, it would be like Triple Destinies because like it's a game with 3 main characters.
I mean, I guess it could be like. It could be not. Maybe it's not. It's one person's. Maybe it's Apollo's Dual Destinies, right? Because you
Or
have the
it's-
one of being, or Athena's Dual Destinies of like you could say will Athena, you know, like, is she, you know, destined to be the one who's going to pay for her mother's death, or is like the truth going to be found? Is Apollo destined to continue to pursue the real truth and not the truth that his emotions have guided him towards, like how Kristoff taught him? Is it Blackwill's Dual Destinies of paying the price for somebody else, or finally being able to accept the truth in a way that he doesn't have to fucking die? Is it, you know, like, I don't think it's like Dual Destinies of people. I think it's, or like, you know, 2 people going 2 different ways. I think it's a bunch of people like that all form like that. It's the opposite of like the opposite of a tree graph, where it's like it starts with a lot and then it all comes down, but it's everyone having 2 just all converging into 1. That's my excuse. December 20th.
Sure, I'll take that.
Yeah, let's go with that. December 20th, 5:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Let us now reconvene.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has never been more ready.
You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted.
Aw, that's sweet. Now that you mention it. Although back then I thought you were more loud than you were. I'm not gonna say
Fuck, Phoenix.
I'm not gonna say that aloud. You've really come a long way since then. You've grown a lot.
Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well.
Still got that ego of his, though.
I'm a Leo.
That
and
wasn't
we're all
egotistical. That wasn't an egotistical sentence.
Not
He
the way
literally
I
said,
said
"Yeah,
it."
I've made some mistakes, but."
Like, overall, we did pretty good. Prosecutor Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes, I guess we can keep the chit-chat for later. Bailiff, please bring the witness immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same.
7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily. I should know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you should know, Mr. Wright.
Well, apparently it did.
Bobby right here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. The court and trial behind me.
The court and trial are in front of you, actually, Mr. Fulbright. Detective Fulbright.
You.
You. Do you know why you've been called to give testimony?
Yep. Because there's only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice. In justice we trust.
Objection!
In Apollo justice we trust. Fuck you.
You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lie.
We have different justices, Mr. Wright. You're aware of how this.
What?
See?
Are you
See?
questioning the integrity of my sense of justice?
Pointing aggressively.
It's like the angry, like, you know, like the
when you get like veiny, you know.
Yes.
yeah.
Points aggressively.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey.
He's acting exactly the same as always.
Tell me about it. Must be feeling awfully confident.
Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony.
Wait, does he still have the fucking shot collar on?
No.
Wait,
Alex,
okay.
He wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay. I just thought it would be interesting if just the entire anytime Blackwell tries to like call him on shit, he tries to do the shot collar thing. He's like, fuck, why are you still talking? That's not good. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, boys.
Alright, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that.
He's got the Farquaad eyebrows.
I am the very embodiment of justice
No.
itself. I won't have you make me to a villain with your far-fetched argument. This bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof.
I didn't say.
But we do have proof. What we do have proof is that Athena Sykes is the culprit. This lighter with her prints on it.
So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false, and that the defendant is the real culprit?
That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof I made a big leap onto a ladder.
We don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either.
Spit!
I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice just is!
Objection!
Shut up. Don't make me break out a dictionary on you!
Please don't throw the book at me!
Ugh. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him.
Let's just try not to lose focus on it.
That's a screenshot for this entire stream.
Let's just
But
try
my
not to
justice
lose.
is crystal clear! What's not clear are your eyes! Wake up and smell the justice!
Silence!
Shut up!
This absolutely could have been 2 days. Ah!
Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it.
Prosecutor Blackwell.
Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn.
Ibo.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Fucking cheers, I'll drink to that. Prosecutor Blackwell is right. I almost fucking said Gavin for some reason. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination.
Seems like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone.
Seems like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections?
It's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away and don't hold back.
Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Alright.
Fucking...
Shall I lead you?
Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Give me
Okay.
a
I just don't know if you're like, let's just keep going.
my brain is still on right now.
It's still functioning.
It's still functioning, surprisingly. Is about the escape route is only a theory, don't have any proof. How do we know they have her fingerprints on it? You just told us that.
Hold it!
You just told us that. That's not proof.
You mean the lighter that was found in the Space Museum, is that right? The one and only!
Does it have any other fingerprints?
After Miss Sykes murdered Mr. Terran, she escaped to the Space Museum. That's when she probably dropped the lighter.
While y'all are
That's-
figuring this out, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Go piss, girl. I mean, they.
Then after the launch pads were switched, she ran out of the space
Cat, don't eat my head.
where her image was caught by the
Got her.
security camera. Without evidence, I should probably save this fight for another time.
Looks like he's
Okay.
sticking with Athena as the culprit.
Yeah, it doesn't help that he has the evidence.
Let's press him on everything until he cracks. Thanks, Apollo.
You don't need to press. You don't need to press him on everything. You just need to press him on the statement.
Oh. Okay.
Hold it!
My arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu. What we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. It's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it in the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but... Wait. Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence.
I'm always saying this!
If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright. Right, Donna. Especially about that lighter.
Right. What exactly should I ask about?
Fucking number of prints!
So how many prints were found exactly? 3. The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of her right hand. Your Honor, that is an important statement. Could we please have it added to my testimony? You got it.
You beat me to it.
Haha. Be it investigating or testifying, speed is the key.
Speed is
So
not
much I
always the key, right?
There's only so much I can do with fucking him. Okay, so what's the
With what?
contro?
There's a contra.
What's the contradiction? So it's the thumb, the index, and middle fingers of a right.
She's got glove on!
Objection!
Dumb fuck! I don't know. It's just the first thing I thought of.
Don't be absurd.
No.
Okay.
There's a dick joke.
That I'd like to. Whoa, there was a dick joke in there. Hold
What
on.
did you
Look at that history.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't be absurd.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, in the art of sword, you must slash down your opponent before he draws his weapon. But in your case, you'd be struck down before you even touched your blade.
Let's try to draw
That's right.
faster next time.
That I'd like to see.
No.
Gee, how will they work together?
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna think for a second. Hold on. Okay. It's fucking. Well, because that is her glove hand. Ah! Fuck me. Alright, whatever. Oh, that's that.
Objection!
That makes
Yeah.
more sense. Yeah.
That's the one. In
That's
her
the one.
right hand. Whenever
I forgot they specified. I didn't read it.
whenever the hand is mentioned, usually, which means it
I
was not.
didn't read it. I forgot they mentioned the hand.
You say the prints were from her right hand. Is that? That's right. Very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Huh? What doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh? So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead? Ugh!
You're right. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating. The witness's claims don't even hold.
Detective Fulbright, I wouldn't have a good explanation for this.
I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. But then why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it!
What have you got, Detective?
The mirror. The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror.
Go on.
Miss Blackwell was looking into the window of boarding lounge 1. believe so. If you mean the little window in the back. That's right. And across the room on the opposite wall is a large mirror. I do remember seeing it. Oh, so are you saying... Yes, the culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror.
We're doing the ghost thing. You know the ghost thing where you like.
Yeah.
Were you trick?
But I see. In that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't it?
Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence!
Right, Dono. You'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it.
Huh? That's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Miss Blackwell said she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There's no emblem on the other side. Exactly!
Exactly.
As blank and smooth as the fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have the emblem. Uh-oh. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open lighting. So if the culprit had held it in their left hand with the emblem out, and they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand. No! Back, a beautiful contradiction.
It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit.
See how it withers before my flower?
Never say the
tough.
phrase flower of justice ever.
He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point.
Now Max gets to carry this name. Let's go.
In justice we trust. Now do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination.
Are you trying to gaslight me?
Oh, it's so sad. So very sad. But I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit.
Hold it!
I can't wait for them to use that piece of, like, cloth that he's holding as, like, a wait a minute, you fucker! Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? Finally,
I knew it.
losing in fucking court.
You're lying, detective.
Pardon me? You mean...
Yes, my bracelet reacted to his statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out.
Justice Dono, are you to use that cheat of yours again?
It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell!
And this time, don't interrupt it with a bird.
Don't-
Very well.
Don't send Taka at me!
I just like Apollo, like you let Athena get away with it, like well because she's
I
doing what
like
I study,
her.
and that makes it okay.
Yeah.
I
Um,
like her, she's cool.
It's science,
What-
not witchcraft.
No,
Whether I like
wait,
it
what
or-
is that? No,
I don't
Fuck,
speak
what's-
witch.
no, what's the line from Twisted? Not
Oh, yes.
sorcery.
Not sorcery. Chemistry.
Chemistry.
And poof.
Yeah.
And poof.
Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on then.
Whatever makes sense.
Whatever-
Prosecutor Blackwell's
whatever works.
reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up.
Here goes then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat that last statement one more time?
What in the world are you up to? All right, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you could see when held in the right hand.
You're gonna be fun. You're gonna be so fun.
White powder time, baby.
Boy, 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 boy,
Boy,
boy,
boy,
boy,
boy, boy, boy, boy, boy, boy.
Well, this is gonna be the lie, so I think I just wasted my own time. I'm letting it play though, because I really hope I'm right. I'm not. Fuck. 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 I was so excited. We're gonna be here for a second, and that's okay. I want to get this one. I want to get this one. I'm so smart.
This one's hard.
I can do it. I'm a smart little girl.
Shout out to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, the video game, for the Nintendo DS in 2007.
Damn, this is... Damn, okay. Oh, you're gonna be here for a second. I'm okay with that.
Shout out to Toshihiko Horiyama, the lead composer on Apollo Justice.
Oh yeah.
He comes back for Spirit of Justice. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, glitch through the wrist. Okay. If this literally ever gets boring, let me. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you!
Gotcha.
Fuck you! You move your thumb all the time. That doesn't count. I spy a nervous tick.
A tick. Maybe I should squash it then. No, I literally saw it at the very start. Then I think you missed
Oh,
because
of
you were
course I
looking at
missed
the
it.
you were looking at
I
the
was
middle
looking
of
at
the
the other hand. I
thumb,
was looking.
and you were looking at the thumb.
That's not the kind of tick I had in mind. Could you please repeat your statement?
I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully.
Damn, that is fast!
Wait. Oh, it didn't. It
didn't-
didn't.
Catch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's right there.
Gotcha!
I didn't do it fast enough. I
On
saw
the
it at,
Earth
like
emblem. Yeah.
the last second.
Oh.
But it really does do it in real time. That's awesome. I'm sure it's always been doing that, but like that was the
Yeah.
first time
So
I've
it's,
actually been able
done.
to say it.
It's done phrase by phrase. So whenever like a phrase is
I
like
know, but like
highlighted
in,
as it's. Mhm.
in Apollo Justice, I'll say I was always trying to catch it the first time they would say the line, and I could never see it when it was zoomed out. That's literally the first time I've ever been able to see a tell in like real time. Again, I'm sure it's been doing it forever, but like I'm really proud that I could like see that one. That's awesome. Detective
Yeah.
Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase "the Earth emblem," your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster.
Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking.
Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it.
But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just.
Silence!
Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you?
What? No, you too, Prosecutor Blackwell. After everything we've been through.
is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the lighter. Damn, it actually wasn't a cheat. Good. Now maybe we'll learn something new.
Hope so. Let's check every suspicious-looking nook and cranny of this thing.
Whee! Whoa. This isn't what you wanted to look at, but it's hard to tell if the prints are from a right hand or a left if I look at it.
I don't think looking at each print with the naked eye will tell us anything new. But this lighter definitely hides a secret.
I wanted to open it. I agree. Let's check it out carefully. I wanted to fucking open it. I know you want me to look at the prints, but Jesus, I wanted to open it.
Ugh. Back is covered with blood.
Say, do you notice anything? Do you notice anything funny about this bloodstone?
No, it's not funny at all. It breaks off unnaturally.
Supposedly, the lighter was held with the right hand so that the emblem was visible. So, if so, the prints should be around the emblem and on the lid where you
Right. There's definitely something off here.
It's the fact that it's not. Whatever.
This is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about.
See anything noteworthy?
Huh? Hey, look at this! The emblem's actually some kind of button.
Whoa! 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 Oh my god!
Spy shit.
That kicks ass! That kicks ass!
The hot fuzz molecules are going burr.
That's so fucking cool! That's so sick! Wow, it transformed into something!
Are you okay, Apollo?
That was just really cool, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry. I didn't expect it.
Handle a trigger. Is this what I think it is?
And he just gave that to us.
I wonder what the caliber is.
Is it 10? Is it 10?
There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun.
To be fair, he was reluctant to give it to us. What?
Yeah,
my God,
he
I
was very
knew-
reluctant. We haven't been able to examine it up until now.
Like, at all.
a gun. So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Director Cosmos was.
Oh my god, that literally
That
was
was
this
this
fucking
fucking
morning. Oh my god, we did 2 trials today.
The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber.
It looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene. I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun? I love spies forever. So when Detective... That's you.
So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster,
That's right. Whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, hold my hand. He knew it was a gun from the very beginning.
it looks like I'm holding his hand from this angle. Just
Thank you,
off
Mr.
screen.
Wright. I need a little extra support right now. There's a lot happening. A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. I have a friend who's a spy.
There's nothing for me to explain.
I'm a cop.
I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum, and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out.
Objection!
Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun.
Accuse me all you want, but where's your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun?
Not exactly.
Whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints.
How do we know that? You just told us that. You didn't see the paperwork.
It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene.
Ugh! It would appear that the detective is right.
You guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Tarrant, and the person who bombed the Space Center, are all the defendant, Athena Sykes. The prints on the lighter are decisive proof.
No!
Now do you see? A man on the side of justice couldn't possibly for it. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in this whole affair.
I like that delivery, Max. The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm.
But
Calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court, bedhead.
Objection!
that's just rude. Objection! Says the man who wears sunglasses at night. If it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get. I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours.
Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo.
It's just, the prints on the lighter are basis for accusing Athena. I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself.
You mean you think this lighter might be forged evidence?
Keeps fucking happening to us, doesn't it, Mr. Wright?
There are,
Might as
I mean,
well
it's
rule it out.
It's part of the themes of the trilogy.
Might as well rule it the fuck out, Mr. Wright. That's right. It could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own?
I can definitely think of a few things. Yeah, he brought the lighter into court. Yeah.
He
Comparison
like
of the
wouldn't let
prints.
us.
Oh, he found the print data for everyone. If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence?
The owner of the prints.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are they really Athena's fingerprint?
Because he's been fucking. We didn't ask for the paperwork!
They definitely matched her print data. But what about the data itself? That was collected by Fulbright. Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Yes, what about it? You say Miss Sykes' prints matched the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used official?
Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated? I've never heard of that before.
I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official, sanctioned print data of the people involved. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity? There's no need for such antics.
Silence!
Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun.
Very well then. Bailiff! Oh! It appears that the official data is here.
And the results?
It's just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant.
Ugh! Yes!
The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Taryn. Those were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter?
Ah, I see.
I
Come to think of it, wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints?
Mm-hmm. I personally took those fingies.
I got those fingies. Tell me more about Clay's fingies.
When you took the deceased fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood. After which, you wiped the blood off of his hand.
By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes. Ah! This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit.
So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom?
Remember the killer's escape route. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Ugh. Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route.
Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand!
All right, I'll talk. I confess.
So wiretapping.
I'm not the Phantom.
Silence!
It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already!
But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself.
Okay. An under-the-cover investigator. That sounds less than wholesome to me.
Whoa.
I would know about that. A person who hides his identity
Blackwell!
and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright.
That's right. I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him.
What?
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you say is true, then who was the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbuck saw? It was the Phantom, I tell you! All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder.
Objection!
I don't believe you. Then how do you explain the fabricated lighter?
That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's.
And you expect me to buy that?
Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective?
I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you.
It's not all I was to you.
He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him.
So, he sent a buzzard of his own to tail me this past year, did he?
I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago.
Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity.
I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries.
Oh my god, it's Red
So
White
there's a
broken
number
out
of
prison.
organizations that want him dead. People believed I was the Phantom. I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all.
How fucking wild if in the fucking... if we were just like, alright, the damn universe will continue, but we're still making changes to the plot. And like, he's being completely legit right now, and the Phantom is just Red White. Out of prison. We need Hunter back.
With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper's shot in this courtroom.
Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's gonna lie his way out of it now?
But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright, if you can't find a flaw in his logic.
He's right. After we've come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wriggle free now. There. I finally told the truth. Now I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom.
Jesus fucking Christ. What the shit? I knew it was coming and I didn't know what it was gonna look like.
You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right?
I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom.
What? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom!
Silence!
Let him cook.
Evidence is everything, White Dono. And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom.
Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence.
But...
I've known Fulbright here for a year now. And all this time, he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie.
Prosecutor Blackwell!
This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me, he actually became quite a nuisance, really.
Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me! Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony.
However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that?
Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
See, this would have been time for the yes, Daddy.
Such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. We can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence.
Very good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up and Miss Sykes will go free as well.
Mr. Wright, we can't let the trial end here. If we do, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, will get away.
I know, but what do we do? We don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he gonna get away just like that?
Come on, Athena. Come on, Athena. Come on, Athena.
Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits.
Athena, Athena.
And with that, I'm off.
Athena, Athena, Athena. Athena, 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 Athena.
The defense. No, wait, not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet and would like to see this trial continue.
What? But I was just to declare you innocent of all charges.
It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over? I'm not waiting for an answer. That's my favorite image of the
Yes.
two of them.
Athena, what are you doing? Athena would get held in contempt of court.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it because it's gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I don't think
That's them. That's the Right Anything Agency.
That's them, baby. I love them. I love them dearly. I love them so much. I hit the wrong button. Fuck. Good enough.
Someone died. Of fun!
Fun!
I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you?
Of course I am. And I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart.
God, I really hope we do Athena mood matrix and it's just all completely empty. That would be fucking wild.
Athena, where are you going with these questions?
I've yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all.
What? Does that mean...
We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie.
That's it! With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him.
Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations.
Yes. Well, even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow.
If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him?
Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting?
Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling.
Well, not you too!
You've been making bratty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator, your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it.
But I thought you believed me!
Silence!
Oh, you amuse me so.
I was gaslighting you, idiot! What's going on here?
Unfortunately, I'm no longer taking clients. That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon.
Excellent gaslighting.
I knew you would catch on, Athena.
Mind filling me in here?
They're freaks. Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright. Sorry, my cat's being really annoying right now.
Sir, you're almost done with the
The distant sir.
Because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart.
What? You two were working together just now?
Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. You got it. Time to check the instant replay.
They're besties.
Widget,
Yes.
mon ami, let's do this.
Oh, remember my foreign language thing? Remember that? I haven't done it in a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. Well, she's been pretty depressed for a while, so.
That's fair.
No one wants to speak French when they're depressed.
Anyway.
Nothing, 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 nothing. Alexa,
Isn't that
play
so
nothing from a
good?
chorus line.
It's so good, isn't it?
Of course, this is what it would lead to. If you have
Yes.
something that's so focused on emotions and you've already shown an emotional overload, the climax of the game could only be lack of emotion.
Yes.
Go
Go,
Phantom!
Phantom! Give us nothing! Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion.
Yeah, that's how it.
Yeah.
That's
He's
how
an
it
old.
works.
He's an old man. He's an old man.
It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom Psych profile.
Stop fucking looks maxing at me. I don't like it.
Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom.
What did you just fucking do with your watch? What are you aiming at me?
Hey, what's going on?
This kind of rips, actually.
I know, right? Wait, hold it! What do you think you're doing, detective?
This fucking rips.
Me? I'm not doing anything.
He's trying to hack into the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this.
Ah!
Fancy device you have there. But I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you.
Yes.
It would be a shame if something were to happen
To it.
Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal. Not even.
That's worrying. I don't like that you phrase that like I would use a gun without thinking.
More like a spy.
Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There. Now that you can't hack me anymore, I dare you to try to hide your lack of emotions from us.
Stop voguing at me.
Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings.
I'm feeling called out.
As a matter of fact, you wounded me very deep.
What's going on? All of a sudden, I'm getting an overwhelmingly happy reading.
Yeah, there's a whole, huh? He's literally crying a river over there.
Oops, my mistake. How about this? Ah!
Yikes, now he's angry all of a sudden?
What's he trying to pull?
Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion.
You can just train them because you know how to do it. I should probably show this to my therapist.
It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. Oh, I get it! So he has some emotions, right? Precisely. Which leads me to
Exactly.
wonder.
Exactly.
Which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions.
Masking so good, he's fucking with you.
Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You were correct. It's a result of my daily training.
I didn't get it from trauma, though. I'm just born like that.
A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. More like for us spies. Seriously. I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions.
We have them.
Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your... A feeling I'm trying to hide. That's a good one.
That's a chill laugh. What the fuck?
You're the ones who've been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotion.
Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right?
No. Analyze away. But I will state it again. I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can...
An overcunder. All I'm calling it. This is what I'm talking about. This is hot.
Me, the Phantom? No way. Oh, I'm so sad. See, I told you I have emotions. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is...
Oh, I'm supposed to be able to do something with this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm locked in. I got this. I got this. First of all, oh, it's fluctuating. Okay, never mind. Maybe I can't do anything with this. I got this. Hold on. I'm so good. So good at game. All right. Hold on. Hold on. We're all gonna hear this noise for a while. Alright, this blue is constant down here. Saying that verbally, so maybe I remember, but that blue down there is constant.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so good at this game!
I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear? Ugh.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
A fear that a man with hardly any emotion feels, huh? And it was a response to that moon rock.
Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because...
See, all of these are like fair answers. But like primarily this one. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
They're all solid fucking answers.
Of course. That's it. Yeah. Phantom's true identity.
I thought we were gonna talk about the moon
There are
rock again. I was
assassins
like,
nearby.
I've forgotten literally everything.
Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel you are afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity.
If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. But that's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid.
Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about.
So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity?
Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock. but more like he had to take it with him.
Had to take it.
Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity.
Stop.
Hold it! Hold it! Where do you think you're going? Me? I'm not going anywhere.
Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try and get away?
How many more of those toys does he have? And where can I get myself? Trish would have a great time. Screenshot.
Where is she
Detective
anyway?
Fulbright, you will answer on to this right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? In justice we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. And what was that just now?
Apollo, you didn't have to scream for me, but thanks.
I got spooked. I'm sorry.
His aorta like cuts open.
But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth.
All people have hearts. Reconnect, Kingdom Hearts. It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim affected. You're an era where evidence is fabricated. Do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? There's a connection here to the justice system somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon?
Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof.
Mr. Wright, do you still have the moon rock? Wave it in front of him. See what he does.
But I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh, really? Why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours?
My brand.
They have my brand.
Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery.
Well, that's allowed, though. I don't wanna.
I can't tell. It just sounds like background noise.
It sounds like they're chanting something in there. Bop, bop. Bop, bop.
All I hear is distrust.
You can see the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little nose and a weird little machine.
But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people.
I only did that like once.
I did that one time.
Just gotta feel doubting yourself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the court. It's an exciting new game mechanic.
I hope
It has
we
freed the
continue
hearts
using
of
it.
many witnesses. Key in getting to. What nonsense. Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock.
I see. Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is.
But, Your Honor,
There, you see? Nobody believes you in your trumped up charges.
However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analyses can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already.
Surely you jest.
Don't call me Shirley.
what does this mean? You will accept my findings in this. I almost said feelings.
That too.
You will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor?
Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter.
Then that's a win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology.
Da-da-da!
Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear.
Analytical psychology. My fears. Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Alright. Last testimony.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. And there you have it. Now, do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock?
Junko!
Sure.
Sorry, that's what this
You-
that's what this
Yeah,
trophy reminded
yeah.
me of, and I couldn't place it.
Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any two-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence.
Stop fucking doing that.
Oh! The Phantom is like the mist, no flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it, right, Dono?
He's like, what the fuck does that mean?
With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together.
You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell, and no one else.
I
We have a
love
duty to
Natasha
bring the
Pierre and the
Phantom
Great
down.
Comet of 1812.
Well, I mean, we have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. I mean, I mean, they did kind of start it, right? Like that's the whole thing.
I mean, yeah.
That's why he's saying him, Blackwell, and him.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Indeed. By covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth.
Congratulations.
Oh my god! Oh, that's why he sent me that. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had someone send me the screenshot of, and as a prosecutor, I gave birth with nothing else, and
Yeah.
was like, I'm preg, and I was like, yeah, sure. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction.
I bear part of the responsibility as well.
Oh, I could have screenshot on. I'm dumb. Okay.
Being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the Dark Age of the Law.
I did definitely started there. It was not a flawed system from the beginning.
Again,
Then-
the whole point is the public's mistrust
I know.
more than the actual, yeah.
Then it is also our burden to cut away the foul spectre we created, is it not?
Everyone can listen to Guilty Convictions from Tam.
Yeah.
Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people.
Trust, understanding. Fragile ideals of the masses are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other. Which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
You gotta give in to despair.
Literally!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies, always. All right, there is one contradiction.
Of course. Alright, I'm gonna be such a smart little girl. Hold on. Hostage. Using the phantom hat. Am I allowed to press, or is this literally a one and done?
I mean, you can press, but what it is a single contradiction.
Is it the evidence that...
Just looking to see what I have. Hold on. Can I just do this immediately, or do I have to press?
No,
first?
you gotta. Well, it's something else first. You gotta
Okay.
present first.
Oh, that is fair, but we're alright. Cool. Hold on.
So we're thinking that the moon rock. He's afraid of the moon rock because something
Would give
about
away
the
his
moon
identity.
rock would give away his identity.
I'm thinking.
So what are some
The
of the
long-
ways that someone's identity?
Oh, okay. Well. Okay. So I'm thinking, with me little thoughts, I have the main thing I'm getting to is that either the capsule itself or something in the capsule has like his fingerprints or something on it. Which do I still have it? Fuck, I don't even have it anymore. Damn it. I was gonna say like if it was in Metis's office or something, like the night that she got killed and then it was like sent out. When it came back, it would have his fingerprints on it because he didn't have gloves on at the time, which was made evident because of the fact he got stabbed in the fucking hand. That's what I'm coming
Well,
back to.
if he got stabbed in the hand,
I guess gloves wouldn't change that. It would still be a fucking knife in the hand.
yeah. So what? Not fingerprints, but what else?
It's just something in it.
What else can reveal someone's identity besides fingerprints?
A lot of fucking things. I mean, in this game, probably jump to something like blood or, like hair, something in it. I have it's the first step that's like
Yeah.
killing me. I know where we're getting. I don't know how to get there. Fuck. All right, we're fuck it. I'm gonna press. We're gonna fucking press. We're gonna be here
Hold it!
for 20 minutes if I don't.
It only reminded you of the Phantom? Don't make me laugh. You are the Phantom. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Or did you forget?
Couldn't forget it. What the fuck was I saying?
You've been forced to testify over a silly thing like feelings. Those tactics won't work from here on out. You need real evidence.
Working on it. Just talk.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Hold it!
You can't think of a single reason the Phantom might be afraid of the rock. I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feeling. How could someone like me, with my wealth of emotions, be expected to understand the guy? Phantom, a person with very few emotions, would only be afraid of something really big. Like his cover getting blown big. I'm going to bet the moon rock is something
Fucking working on it.
Maybe the... Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe the... I'm tired.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
I
the
know.
Fine, it's
Phantom's
fine.
fingerprints are on the rock.
But fingerprints can be wiped off.
Then maybe he wanted the rock so bad he literally drooled on it and left his DNA?
We're dealing with a spy here, Athena, not a slob.
Maybe the DNA part isn't too far off.
Huh?
Something unexpected happened to him
Fucking
during the
blood's
incident
on
7
it.
years ago.
Get fucking stabbed! Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
I just know I have something I can show. Yeah. Yep.
Are you pondering? Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
The
Yeah.
very fact of the phrase. No, it's
So
okay.
you
Can
are
I
gonna
go
present.
forward?
Yes,
Can I go
present.
Uh,
No.
no,
No.
no.
Yes.
Okay.
Objection!
Don't fucking yell at me.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
That was the most like, no, I'm tired. I want to go. Just present
No.
the fucking
Yes.
knife.
Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what.
No.
Of course, that's a knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Tarrant. That's right. And the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall. Yeah.
That was discussed earlier.
It was discussed. It sure was discussed earlier. What?
We discussed it so good.
Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to.
You mean if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is?
Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail.
You can?
Of course. Not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Nah. What this court needs is a bully-free zone.
Ah, the infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edge is without compare.
Yeah, that's what Miles says.
Come now, ready it with me and show us just how finely it cuts.
Your Honor, this is an outrage. Oh, I mean, this is an outrage. Ah.
Go on, right donor.
Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock, but in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, you're right.
But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime?
Good thinking, boss.
We've switched places.
Yes.
Security. Just spice things up a little bit. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
you. I don't want to talk.
Space centers. Yeah.
The security was super tight. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center?
In the name of justice, I proclaim that's And why is that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and especially the lab. But the moon rock was never found. How could I forget about that?
A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether.
I wonder. The ether, huh? Because that's what they used to think. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's no way it just disappeared.
It's up his asshole.
Logic and evidence tells us otherwise.
No, Phoenix, let me cook.
The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he. Yet a thorough police search didn't turn up anything,
It was in space!
and it never turned up in the 7 years after that either.
It was in space!
The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it.
It was
How?
in space!
There must have been a way.
We just said that the Hope capsule came
Think,
back
Phoenix,
like...
think.
a few days ago.
Yeah, you got it.
It's in space.
How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab?
It vanished from Earth. So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I can, Your Honor. What? Oops, sorry, I meant... What?
In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright.
All right.
How did the Phantom...
Now go for it.
It was in space!
Space!
Spies! That's the Hope
The
capsule,
one
right?
place that hasn't been...
That's
by
like
capitalism.
capitalism. The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket?
He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day.
Yes, and the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket.
Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how.
But with a brownie.
With a turnabout.
It was out there in the depths of space. And by the depths of space, I mean the atmosphere. Aboard the Hope space probe.
Not actually.
Well, I guess it was. No, actually, it wasn't.
Yeah, because that went pretty far out. What?
That was like a satellite.
Order in the court!
I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat One anyway. The villain! He used his primary objective to conveniently kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Primary objective? What are you, my theater teacher? That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into dust out in space. Thank you. Thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that revealed her identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later with the capsule in tow. If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should be one thing. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright.
So, he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back?
I believe so. His original assignment may have just been to sabotage the too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule.
Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung onto that capsule for all he was worth until his very last breath.
Oh, this is so funny. You make me laugh. You really do.
Boy, he's totally out of whack now.
It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it all now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you.
Show us your hand.
I'm not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes, a trap.
Show us your fucking hand. Now I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if Phantom is a spy worth his salt, a trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
But in that case, you could say anything is a trap. That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence!
Further investigation? More like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must, here and now.
time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell!
Whoa.
Hey, you guys aren't really...
It's me, bitch. It looks like I made it just in time. Yikes.
Edgeworth.
I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts.
Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity?
You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright.
That's okay.
That's not good.
That's not how spies work, but go off.
That's not good.
But there's more.
Fuck!
Fuck!
I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves.
Uh-oh.
The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. And does this mean? Yes. That man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright.
Shit, we don't have it.
We don't.
An
I'm sorry.
imposter!
Then we all just move over to the other server for 2 seconds. Then this man, who in the world is he?
Enough of your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, I shall do it for you.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
No!
His face! What the fuck?
Oh. Look what you did to my mask.
I hate this. This is what the shit. Oh my god. This is quite a time of the night to fucking see this shit. What the fuck? Mask? What is the meaning of this, witness?
Okay. You got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now.
Mike Meekins, baby.
Get ready.
I'm not. It's Cosima.
Kate? Are you there?
What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm so glad I
Keep
didn't
going.
know this. I'm so glad I didn't know this. That's so fucking
Keep going.
sick.
Keep going.
Sorry, I know. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm sorry. Wait, but that's. Hey, Apollo. Yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. Mr. Starbuck. That can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence!
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed.
Yeah, this is just another mask. Identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection!
Not so fast! I have the Phantom psych profile right here. If we compile a psych profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom.
Objection! It's time for me to show you.
It's
the
time
real
for me to
meaning.
show you the real meaning of the phrase. The end justifies the...
No! No! Absolutely the fuck not! No! No!
Voice.
No!
Those words.
No! Stop! What the shit? Stop
Hi.
it! No! No! No!
I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes.
No! No!
Professor Means! This is mask.
I take what I want by any means necessary. Now give me that evidence.
What the shit is happening?
Huh?
Time to take out the trash. Permanently.
Who put you?
Now do you see how powerful the end justifies the means?
Silence!
How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face.
Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value.
Or perhaps it is really the case that
So much you hide behind so many.
you don't even know who you are anymore.
I love spoiler character from SVR2.
What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager.
Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Black Quill? That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my assignment. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self.
Which me neither, the fuck?
I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss.
What's with this guy? Is he even still human?
And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright.
Oh, huh?
I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom.
I believe there was blood on the moon. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright,
What does it matter?
your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore.
Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule.
I think I will do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your...
Fuck!
Fuck!
Courtroom
It was-
bombing!
Courtroom bombing!
Oh
The capsule
my
is there.
god! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
It looks like you have finally caught on. 4 marks for the defense for effort.
What are we even doing right now?
But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion.
I love Danganronpa!
Ah,
So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence.
I can't believe it. Did we really reach a dead end after coming all this... Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed?
How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer.
I respect the honesty. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright.
At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono?
I know, I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask this man, the moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the corner.
Athena, give me your fucking earring.
And yet, is it really gone without a trace?
Athena, give me
Some
your
tiny
fucking
parts of little
earring.
fragments still exist.
Athena.
Hold on one sec. Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there, too.
That
Blah.
black and yellow
Green,
thing.
black, and yellow thing on
Yellow,
the left
black,
side of the
yellow,
picture.
black, yellow. Very
Alright.
well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof.
Alright, so
Evidence.
not what you think yet.
Not what you think yet.
Fine. Okay.
Um,
Hold on.
Oh, look at the bomb. It's,
Look at the bomb. Oh, shit! Fuck yeah!
Take that!
Fuck yeah!
hmm?
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom and the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity?
Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bomb, specifically Sonic
Man,
Heroes.
I will say it is good that they put those frickin' flashback things in there
Yeah.
because otherwise there are so many things that you can present at this
There are
moment.
Yes.
so many fucking.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article.
Oh my god. This article about the Hat won.
Now, please note the strange black and yellow rock
Black
there
and
on the
yellow.
left.
You know what it is.
That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb frag, see how there's a rock-like object with the same coloration?
That's fucking insane. And it's 7K because it's 7 years and he's the killer. Oh my, yes, I see it.
Sure.
Let me have this.
Sure, let's go with that. It would seem that moon rock was much. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find blood. And DNA testing on that blood will indeed the Phantom.
Unbelievable.
But that's impossible.
A surprise, to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock.
Nice, sick pun, Simon.
Let's
call
have
me
the
Simon.
fragments. Don't call me Simon. Yeah.
Please, Simon was
You
my
let
fault.
Athena. It's like
Call me Mr. Blackquill.
You let Athena call you Simon. Yes, I like her.
I like.
Um,
She's not mean to me.
Well, she is, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's fun when she does it. I respect
Let
women.
us-
That's the difference between you and me.
That's the difference between you and I. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, fool bright.
Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing.
Thank you for taking the judge. I hope you see now why I
Yeah,
asked.
I got. Of course. Prosecutor Blackwell, what did the test results show?
There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appears to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed.
They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they?
There's no use trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom.
Objection!
What?
Huh?
Apollo, Mr. Wright. Did you just raise an objection to... Oh, I hate this. I hate where this is going. I don't like this. This is spooky scary. Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself?
No. I didn't say a word.
I don't like this. I'm gonna be so scared. I don't like this.
That was my objection, Apollo.
I don't like where this is going. Huh? Don't. Please don't. Don't. Stop doing that! No! No, I don't like it! It's so fucking scary!
Yassified Phoenix can't hurt you. Why?
Why?
It was a pretty good
Playing this
objection.
entire game. Why?
No, I love it! Oh, that's so
It was a-
fucking creepy!
It was a pretty good objection, too, don't you think?
Listen, I like when Ace Attorney gets fucking creepy. I love it. I love it. Oh my god.
No, he's me.
So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, no. Not really, Your Honor.
No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright.
Could this trial get any more insane?
That's what I'm always saying this!
Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph, and those just like it. How can you be sure that they're pieces of the same moon rock that was in the robotics lab?
I don't like this.
Care to explain what you mean?
This is scary.
It's great when I looked at like all the characters that Fulbright is, and I'm like, most of these are me.
Fuck, these are all me.
Thankfully.
Except for Solomon Starbuck.
I know.
Oh.
Well, there may have been a rock to it. Blood on it. How do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Oh, this is so fucking weird.
Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper. Anybody can see they're the same. They had the exact same coloration.
Objection!
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the room.
No.
It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Phoenix is like, damn, if I had a nickel for
Objection!
every time I had to face a dude who looked just like me on the witness stand in court, I'd have 2 fucking nickels. But your blood was found on one of the fragments.
Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a...
And why not?
I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago I tripped and fell in this very courtroom and pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rope. He must realize how ridiculous that sounds. Yet I suppose it's not completely out of the question. I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when lawyers have to their big miles.
Shut
You
up.
get her fucking words out of your fucking mouth.
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
You get her words out of your mouth.
Well then, why don't we get those fragments analyzed?
You dare.
How
could
dare
ask
you
an
stand where
expert.
she stood?
We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible.
And why not?
In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they're from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore. And there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from the...
No! This is bad shit. This is actually bad shit.
There's really no way to prove it?
Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
What?
What now?
No!
So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, bitch.
That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. Shame, really.
Athena, give me your fucking earring.
But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by our side. Shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. Hope fragments. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good.
This.
The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your... This is my attorney's badge. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care.
We do?
We do. Even if the person holding it hasn't realized. Yanks it out of her.
Ow!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ow! Fucking shit! Is this true, Mr. Red?
Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual.
I don't fucking like this. This is so scary.
I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. A piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost.
Yay.
Thanks, Metis.
Thanks, Metis.
But just about the only things my mother left me with are Widget and this earring.
Chekhov's earring.
Chekhov's earring.
Maybe she did love me in her own way.
Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you a very important piece of evidence.
She did?
You're bluffing! You don't have anything of the kind! Nuh-uh. Oh, but we do! Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own.
Yeah. Oh! You mean
I love that pose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
exactly?
A gift Dr. Sykes left her. You know when I said that this is gonna be a joke? I'm not joking. An item Athena has cherished in these years. Just as Dr. Sykes might have seen to her daughter, that fragment of shake off the darkness of the past. Give us all hope for the future. This is the defense's sample of the moon rock.
Take that!
Ow.
That's... Ow. You could have, like, asked me. That's your sample?
This earring that Miss Sykes always was made from that original moon rock. What?
All this time.
It was right here all along.
Power of friendship.
Power of friendship and this gun I found.
No. It can't be. If the composition of the bomb fragments, earring, match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results show that the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your... Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all my emotions behind years ago.
Objection!
Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust.
And I suppose you do?
I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me, couldn't get over the trauma of my past.
Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation.
Running away from myself? How can I run from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all!
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you done. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their... Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? Fear inside. Is this... Ah!
Holy shit!
I'm afraid. I'm scared. Ah! I feel fear.
You can't outrun yourself.
Remove that mask and unleash your emotions.
Confront your guilt head on.
With
your
your
own
own
true
face.
face.
Good enough.
It would have
gang.
been
That
so
was
great if it was
impressive.
in unison.
It almost was. It almost was. I'll give us
Oh,
credit.
cool.
My
Whole squad's laughing at you.
own true face? No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See? I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest.
If we see a man die right here, I'm gonna shit myself.
Please, I don't...
No!
Is my face? Is it? Is it?
No, that's not it. No! This isn't me either. Ugh.
Is this me? Which is my face? What am I?
Who am I? The fucking cover art.
Bang.
Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh,
Shudder.
sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track the sniper down as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright? I mean, is imposter doing?
He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying.
Okay,
Until
I
I get
straight
my
up forgot
hands
that
on
he
him.
was not assassin. I
Yeah, I
straight
know,
up thought he was.
right? Man, they should have just stuck with it. It would have been so good.
Well, that was fortunate for all of us.
The analysis of that final piece of evidence Right Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes's earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4, and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end.
Tumsick has a theory that the Phantom is the guy who framed the man in red from Ghost Trick. Just funny.
But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place?
Yes, Your Honor.
Adjudication.
Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes,
Hot Milky.
Milky.
Oh my god.
Yay.
What happens when we decide to do
Do it in
functionally an
one
entire
day.
case in one day? Let's go, dude.
Woo! Baby.
Ooh, baby.
Court is adjourned.
Right.
Oh, look, it took them the same amount of time as us.
Hey.
Basically.
It's
Yeah.
the 20th,
All day.
9:12 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby
Thank you,
number
Water.
5.
Thank you, Water.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Thank you, Pearls. Thank you for being there for Athena.
It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial.
I'm so glad to see you.
Jersey, are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up.
That's our Jersey for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Aww.
Right? I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude.
Well, you always know how to repay me. Edgeworth.
Don't I know it?
But
Every single time, literally every time he walks into the room, Phineas has to just look at him and go, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth. Like, still to like, I can't believe you're here in front of me. We've been married for like 12 years. We have, but
I know. Every single time still.
I'm still in love with you.
so lovely.
We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you.
Come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who've been tracking the Phantom all the... Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor.
Yes, well. We knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial.
Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Besides, it was you who saw to it I got my attorney's back, wasn't it?
So
Naturally.
you figured it out, didn't you?
Kate has been traumatized. Slash pause.
We're almost
I
done once
think.
again.
We've also been streaming for like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Getting my license back went a little too smoothly, no? Should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal.
If I had a nickel for every time I fucking cried at the end of a case on stream, I'd have 2 nickels.
Well, I owed you a few favors.
And I could pay them all back with it.
Hey, Edgeworth, I think we can finally bring the dark age of the law to an end. Is it really that easy?
It is really that easy. Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again.
Don't reference.
Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away.
Well, it's not that easy. Now, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you.
It wouldn't kill you to smile.
Turn it over to alive, be like.
Ah,
Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper.
oh, don't pretend you don't like it, girl.
So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it.
That's a great response.
That's really good.
The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals.
Whatever you say.
Thank you, screenshot. Athena.
Simon? Yay.
I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Oh. Just barely. But I still made it.
Happy tears. That a girl, Athena. Good to see you finally let your tears out.
Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Huh?
What, the moon rock? That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai through and through. Looks like we can breathe easy. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. Took all of us together to pull it off. This too is
You
together.
bet, boss. What a team we are, huh?
It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen.
I'm a lucky guy. My office is the best, most capable lawyers around.
Goodbye, Cleveland.
Goodbye, Cleveland. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Right Anything Agency.
Well, nobody's going to try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free, thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help.
So true, Julie. You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. Got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the dark age of the law to a close. See, it's not that easy.
I know one thing we have to do.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles.
We have to do the
Say it,
bit.
say it with me. Huh?
Oh, nothing like a bowl of Eldoon's noodles after a trial.
Eldoon's noodles!
all on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Right Anything Agency. Right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Huh?
As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work.
Not it is infallible, right?
Oh, in that case, allow me to join in on the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles.
Noodles.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right?
Including the Phantom.
Including the fans? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. How knew you grew up to be such a generous gentleman? Say the line, Bart.
Guys. Under these circumstances, there's only one thing I...
Only if I get to join in.
No fair! I want to say it too!
Okay. Here we go.
One.
Press the button!
Objection!
Close enough, guys.
Yamazaki, you bitch.
You bastard, Yamazaki.
Well,
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
We gotta do
Fuck.
I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back, so I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. Huh? You think I should have found him a new few legal cases? Nah, that's okay. This is the Right Anything Agency after all.
I miss her.
Athena and Apollo were so wonderful in court. I better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says, eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow, green peppers or yellow peppers. Or maybe I should go with hot as the sun red pepper instead. I don't know. I don't know who I want to pick for my romantic interest.
Oh god, who played Payne? Hold on, I don't remember.
Okay.
Probably me. At the end of the dark age of the law, you say? How naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me. Ah!
Literally interlude keeping.
Junie, who's green? Who the fuck is green, Junie? Oh, God. Fuck me.
Oh no,
I've been
sorry.
asked today to be the great master wrestler Tenma Toro.
He's scheduled to go up against the amazing Ninetales next up.
Oh, what to do? I'm fighting to finish with myself.
Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lawyer to be the great amazing Ninetales too?
It's not a bad idea. I bet he'd be all for it. So we are to be just friends, are we, my little friend?
I love that Jinxie just turned into fucking March.
I know, it's great. Fusey, let's go.
Fuck. Would you believe it? I'm an alderman of Ninetales Vale now. Pretty impressive, eh? I took over after Rex QB for the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out? Hey, you! What do you think you're doing sneaking into the manor? Fuck! Ah, the Jigsaw better make a run! I have no idea who
Shout
the
out to
fuck that
Takuro
was.
Fusei though. His artwork is really good.
Alright.
I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in law. Now I'm studying for the bar exam. Oh, I'm going to get Athena someday. You'll S-E-E.
I've been studying my buds off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm gonna pass the Themacentrics exam on my own merit this time. A score of 100 points, of course.
You, Juniper.
Our dream will live on forever!
I found really sweet boxes for all three of them, but they won't wear them. Because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge. But anyway, thanks to the trial, the school's newspaper future's as bright as can be. Now let's see what the fresh blood have to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy.
I love her so much.
Oh boy.
The one night only reunion con. Still remember that evening of passion.
I fucked so many guitars.
The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have it. It'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah. I can already hear it now.
God, he's horrendous.
Yeah.
We'll never see him again.
Bye.
Oh, no.
Except for asinine attorney.
I gave this place a good cleaning from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in this office. With Mystic Maya due to come here once her training is over, it simply must be done.
Oh?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa. Is that so?
Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die. In fact, planning for the Hat 30 rocket has already officially begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos. What do you... Oh, Director. Yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. You just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yuri Cosmos.
He got demoted from director to assistant. I love that.
Going to the moon in the new rocket. If Athena or Mommy Max can take the moon, we'd love to show them around. Which is more interesting? You think I would like either one? Yay, hooray!
I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you...
Me too.
Iwadare! Woo!
Yay, Madara. Hey, I will miss this music. I know we got one case left, but still. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift up.
I'm going to the moon for real this time. For me, whatever, thanks to my lawyers, I know now I should never give up. But I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as fuck. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous.
For him and Clay is what he said.
Oh
let's
man,
go.
I'm sorry. Man, that's the
Oriyama.
worst line I could have skipped. What are you doing in my house?
No, I'm not employed here. I simply came to request those services in defense of my sister. But no one's around, and I've been kept waiting for a long time. What sort of face brings you here? Oh, your father was accused, and you wish for Athena to defend him. And perhaps he and I can quarter him in the near future.
Yeah, let's give it up for Kate.
Yay!
You want to say anything, baby? Want to put you down?
I look forward to your next month's salary assessment.
Please forgive me.
I know, good, so...
Blackwell's acquittal has brought a lot of ills in the prosecutor's office to light. It would seem solving that case has thawed the chill of winter into the warmth of spring. Now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude, but I will repay him one day. You can trust in that.
In back shots.
I'm gonna destroy his glory hole so good.
Good girl.
You gotta wait, though.
I
Yeah,
know.
there's an ending cutscene.
I'm not
So,
I'm not a
Sam
pussy.
Riegel. So, then Apollo came.
Bones.
Yeah.
I know that's the
animation
animation studio is
yeah.
Bones.
So, we are not going to have time for a proper dual Destiny discussion. Maybe at the start of Reclaimed, but
Yes. Yeah,
I guess
we're-
while we're waiting on this crawl, initial impressions from Kate.
I genuinely had a very fun time with this game, except for the one time where none of us had a fun time with this game.
except for Monstrous.
Except for Monstrous. Monstrous doesn't count though. But genuinely, I think that there were things that weren't perfect, but there are things that aren't perfect in every Ace Attorney game. There are things that aren't perfect in almost every narrative, except for Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick is perfect in every single way.
True.
Are there things that could have been paced better? Yes. Are there things that were kind of stupid? Yes. Are there things that, you know, could have been expanded upon? Good timing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. All of these things exist in every single Ace Attorney game. I think it is perhaps more clear with someone new at the helm to point out things that are maybe a little bit, because there's a different like writing style that you're getting used to. I think it's a lot more obvious to kind of feel like, oh, this is weird, this is not, you know, this is not the way that I expected this to go. This is not, you know, what I would have expected from this narrative. I think it's really easy to do that with a different
Yeah.
writer. I'm about to start fucking crying again. I had such a good time with this. I fucking loved this. I think that the feed through from 4 to 5 and how that kind of all somehow like felt like one big thing. I think that's a really cool way to do that. I'm gonna shut up because we're getting to whatever
Yeah.
this is.
You're also, I don't know, on my end, you're cutting in and out, so I cannot hear a word you're saying.
Streams-
I've been able to hear a little bit.
Yeah, stream's getting it. It's fine. You'll hear it on
Yeah.
the pod.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds.
That should be best.
10,
That should be best.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
What are you looking at in your computer, you weirdo?
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
Status report. Holy fuck.
All right.
She should be taller than him.
It's okay. She is in our head. And that's all that matters. Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache, honesty as deceit. Just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair. I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up toward a brighter tomorrow.
Are you crying over Ace Attorney? The hope and friendship got to me.
I know. Exactly.
Fuck.
Do we get, oh, do we have to, I guess we have to clear, no. I guess we have to clear Reclaim to get the special, like, special art.
Probably.
Yeah, that's probably fair. But you can look at the, probably not tonight, but you can now look at all the concept art, which is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It was more fun a second go for me. Mostly, I think, as I was playing with you guys.
Yes. I was always of the opinion that Dual Destiny is good, but like, reading it with a hermeneutic of with AA4 this time around has helped me appreciate the overall narrative even more. And are there things that I think probably could have been done better? Absolutely. Am I happy with what we got? Yes. That's my take.
I will sit here
We'll save
disagreeing.
We'll save further discussion
Yeah.
for next time.
Shit. Okay. Oh, I gotta like. Alright. Okay. Cool. Thank you guys for joining us. I don't know if I'm gonna split this into 2 VODs or not, because this is really long. Okay. I'm turning my mic back up. Hi. Hello. Fuck. Okay. Thank you for joining us for Dual Destinies. We'll be back at some point soon to do the Orca one. That's gonna be fun. Shit. What's coming up? Tomorrow night. Probably.
Later today.
Later today. It is after midnight. Persona 3 Reload. Probably. Sunday. We have more Credits Attorney 2. Tuesday.
You're in Twisted Karma, right?
Yeah, we're in Twisted Karma's last bow. Tuesday, Ren and I are starting Yakuza 2. Yakuza Kiwami 2, the remake specifically. Thursday, more Baldur's Gate 3 with Nav. And then Friday, we're back for
in a couple weeks.
In a couple weeks.
I might
Right.
be able to do that. I might be. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
out.
But at some point, Wales. fuck, what else? I have a throne and a Ko-fi if you want to financially support me. 1, you can subscribe during the month of September. It is cheaper. It was like a Kogi. You get a 30% discount. I have a Ko-fi where I'm trying. Well, you can buy gifts for me if you want. I'm also trying to crowdfund money to get a desk and a chair so that my bones stop hurting when I stream. On my Ko-fi, I'm trying to get enough money to buy a proper gaming PC, so that the streaming experience is better for everybody, my streaming partners, and you as well, and also me. I have a YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe on YouTube, watch VODs after they premiere by like 2 days or so. I voice acted shit. That's also there. Yeah, I think that's it. Jesus, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are.
I have the first of my PhD qualifying exams on Monday, so wish me luck, please. I'm very scared.
Fuck yeah. You better be. Yeah, that's the other thing. Go on my Discord server. Hype up Jack. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. I'm gonna hop off call and cry for a little longer. And
I'm here if you need to chat. At any point. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow.
I will continue to be here tonight.
No.
Just in case.
I'm gonna send this shit to my fucking therapist. And until next time. Goodbye.